Did he drop it? He absolutely had a fish when he went over the first time. Did he just got it tucked in, or did he? Or was it small?
Who you with?
I'm with Monumental Gestures Group.
Monumental
Fingers to.
Stable. The green ones are a little faster, right?
Yeah.
Got some?
Got him.
Things like that. Flag them to me, flag them to Sam. I've got what we'll then empty into our regular sharps container, but that's waterproof and it's better for on the river, right? Sure that everybody's good. We have a few trash pickers. Most of this is we're gonna get dirty, right? Down and dirty. Be a river rat with us today. So we'll do most of this. It's gonna be gravelled in, but at the moment that hasn't happened yet, and you can tell it's an illegal dumping site. People do that there. So we've got some work to do at River Station. That is also where our dumpster is going to be. Anything else that we pick up south of there, downriver of there, Frank's and our crew will take back to the dumpster at the end. The canoes have plenty of cargo space, right? So the person that's in the front of the boat, basic paddle orientation. Who's never canoed before? Don't be shy. Let's go! All right, back towards you. Paddling on the left side of the boat turns it right. Paddling on the right side of the boat turns it left. Person in the front, the bow. Up. One other thing, think about the one-handed lift. If the bag gets too heavy, to put more. We'll shove you out. You get seated. I know that old guy. Yeah.
So I'm doing both sides, right?
Yeah.
It's my workout. What's the word on that bridge behind us? You know?
What's up?
You know any word on the bridge behind us?
I don't know. May?
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is pretty cool, man. Dang. Sorry, I can't get a good grip. Yeah, this is much needed for Indy, man. You a student anywhere?
Oh, yeah, I'm at Burbach High School.
Oh, a good grip, man. Sorry. Wanted to make sure I got some good first-person view.
All stormwater.
You guys good?
All right, they got it.
Yeah, no. This bridge is the beginning of Homeland Security with the state capitol, etc. The rules change. If you lie down and take a nap, you're out. Don't fly your drone if you're eating. So this is the border, and that runs all the way through, and it'll get extended up along your property where the White River State Park takes over.
Okay.
And then I work with Dr. Moore in the homeless unit through this corridor in here. So anybody new drops in, we start a conversation.
That's not too bad.
It was even clean inside of it.
Road is actually a service road for infrastructure down here, inspecting the levee, etc. And those of you who started walking this way, you know it's it's a different type of limestone. It's pretty smooth, pretty comfortable. That's set up. There's a mowed pathway that's not mowed right now through this field out here. Last weekend we were tagging monarch butterflies with the Indiana Wildlife Federation with a little RFD tag in the back. We've done that for 7 years. We've tagged as many as 49 in one outing out here.
How do you tag them? I just got to
Carefully. My father's a research game biologist. He live trapped and tagged and collared over 500 black bears. So when I first heard we were going to catch monarchs and tag them, I'm like, okay, yeah, right. Well, I got to see this. But it's just a little teeny sticky dot, and researchers in Mexico are looking for them, and it's done all over North America. We've had one ping. If it gets pinged, you record them. We've had one to get a text and an email back that one in Indiana was found in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
So, what are the odds, right? Just one time out of 7 years. The most that the Wildlife Federation has ever tagged, they go to the nature preserves with the DNR, et cetera, is 49 right here. The second most is 29 right here. And the third most is 23 right here in this space. And so you can see behind you, we're keeping that soft managed, more of a river prairie type of area. We're not letting the trees take over. They would quickly. Behind me is a longitudinal research study by the Center for Earth and Environmental Sciences on campus here. This was herbicided all the way up to the 10th Street Bridge, so 2 bridges up, nuked 25 years ago. Then they planted along the edge of the river native trees where they should be when it's a mature forest riverbank. And a third was random planting of the same species, and then the other one they did nothing. Professor Barr doesn't like my short version of his study. Stop mowing and let nature do it, because there's virtually no difference now. But with the floodwaters come seeds and everything, so and things have to go through succession, but they're proving that. Every tree behind me is in a database. And so that's an ongoing study, which is pretty neat. KIB just got approval. We'll start next fall, not this side of this concrete structure, but on the other side, one panel will be the butterflies you can find out here. The other panel would have the host plant and flower, milkweed for the monarch, etc. on there. And the next bridge up will have panels on the trees. In Michigan, we didn't take out there. It's a bit of a curb. Right now, the water's not quite high enough to step out easy, and it's pretty greasy and silty in there. It doesn't come up as fast. If you walk in there after we've had a little flood up and back, a lot of animals live here. I think I mentioned that before, and people are like, yeah, sure they do. When you see a spot like that and the tracks are coming and going everywhere, it's like, oh my goodness, what is going on here? I'm pretty sure 1 o'clock to 3 a.m., I think there's a raccoon with a little safety vest and a whistle. And like, okay, remember, no one eats anybody, safe passing. Because the amount of animals that live in here is just incredible, but they've got pinch points. And so on one of the walls down there, we'll put all the animal tracks that you can find. Skink, I have a picture with my pinky in the silt right here on New York Street. I didn't even know there were lizards. I'm not from Indiana originally. I'm like, there's lizards in Indiana? There's like apparently 6 or 7 of them, mostly south and west. Like you'll find an armadillo once in a while down by Evansville. And so it's just teeming with wildlife all the way through here. So we've got prairie, we've got an oxbow back there, habitat. Farther up, there's a mature on Fall Creek. It was the first ice company in Indianapolis in the 1800s. They would cut block. They made a man-made lake out of Fall Creek. They cut block ice, drop it into limestone shafts. There's a newspaper article somewhere. On a good day or a good year, they could deliver block ice to the 4th of July. That's obviously been abandoned, and so that habitat's been reclaimed in there. There's a nesting pair of great horned owls in there, and they hunt up and down here all the time. We do a little flash nature hikes when we get an inch and a half or 2 inches of snow to come down here too, because you see all the tracks there. It's incredible what runs up and down in here. So hopefully we get those murals up along here that'll tell that story on the main trail. The greenway system, you got a paved trail on top, and there's signage that go in up there, stone markers down here. Nothing with words. We don't want to go into nature and then have billboards. So we leave that stuff up top, and then people can kind of invite themselves down in on a mowed path or dirt trail and discover what's down there. So it's incredible what's in the space. And then it's always curious when we paddle by, there's like an orangutan hanging on the wire looking at us.
Not a zoo.
Maybe not. I would try to read their thought balloons. I can't quite decipher. But anyway, this is a DNR emergency water rescue area, just like where we stopped on the other trash pickup. There was stone and fabric in there. I think I mentioned to some of you. Same thing. This has got structure underneath here, so they can throw their airboat in here, the Zodiac boat, run up and down to access the river fairly quickly. So it obviously no signage or anything, but it stays open. It's used for other things. Or questions or anything? I think we want to put in, paddle. They just checked in. Did they hit you? Your construction site, our interface to go through. We're all set.
All 3 vans are going to be down there.
Okay, are they there yet?
Yep.
Okay, so Tony just checked in.
Okay.
Yeah, so there, and I told him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're probably on your right side.
Straight it out. Dang. There we go. Get out here to the middle. Float a little bit. Dang. Hey, I appreciate you got me on this tour.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yes, sir.
Right there, right? I can't wait.
Get some night paddles with the music. Whoever's playing on
Hey, invite me. Uh-oh.
All right.
Invite me to that.
How'd it go, Ted?
I had a great time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I had a great time. That's that strength right there. Thank you. Got it.